So one of the questions I get a lot is how do I know how much food to eat? And I'm going to walk you through exactly how I decide how many calories I'm going to eat on a certain day and give you an example of why I'm choosing to eat as much as I am. Hey, what's going on? My name is Ryan Johnson, and over the last 2 years, I've lost 60 pounds doing an intermittent fasting routine. And I want to share with you some of my tips, tricks, and kind of an inside look of what it's like for somebody that is actually fasting and being consistent with their weight loss journey. So what I'm eating today is I'm getting ready to break a 22-hour fast, and I just had about 30 minutes ago a Fairlife protein shake. I always like to break my fast with a protein. So I had this about 30 minutes ago before I started cooking. And coming off of a 22-hour fast, one of the things that I think about when I'm deciding how much food to eat, I always recommend that if you are just new to fasting, for the first few weeks, you don't worry about counting calories. But after that, I recommend you count calories for at least 6 months. Now, I counted calories for about a year. I counted everything that I ate. And the reason that I did that was it's important to know what you're putting in your body and how many calories are in the different foods that you're eating. Now, I don't currently count calories, but because I did it for an entire year, I can kind of look at something and know how many calories I'm eating just because I have a year cataloged mentally of how much I was eating. When I look at how much I'm going to eat, I always like to think a day or two in advance and think about what I've got coming up. So it's Friday today, and my mom is actually coming in this weekend, and because she's coming to town, I know that we're going to go out this weekend. We're probably going to eat a little more food. She's going to bake some sweets with her grandgirls. So that means there's going to be more food around the house, and I'm going to want to eat more this weekend. So today I'm doing I'm doing a low calorie day in anticipation for what I'm going to eat this weekend. So like I said, I broke my fast. I had about 150 calories in the protein shake about 30 minutes ago, and I'm gonna have some avocado toast. I toasted 3 slices of bread, and I have 2 avocados. In the avocado spread, I've got a little bit of lime juice, some salt, some pepper, some cayenne pepper, mix that up, put that on the toast, and then I poached 3 eggs, and I'm gonna eat those with the avocado toast. And then kind of for my dessert, is I'm gonna have one of these Chobani flips. It is low-fat Greek yogurt, and that's how I'm going to finish my eating window today. Now, this doesn't look like a lot of calories, and the reality is it's not too much. I mean, honestly, you can't eat like this all the time because your body will go into starvation mode if you go too low of calories. You won't go into starvation mode from fasting, but you will if you eat too low calories. But because I'm eating low like this today, when I eat high calorie over the weekend, over the course of the week, it's all going to kind of balance out. So that's how I decide how much I'm going to eat on a given day. So I'm always thinking a few days ahead of time and thinking is there a special event coming up? Is there a special meal that I want to do? And I have low calorie days like today to kind of fit in those higher calorie days. And it's all about balance. So that's kind of how I decided and settled on what I was going to eat. The other thing that I like to think about is on a day like today where I just finished a 22-hour fast and I'm going into what will be probably another 24-hour fast, is I want to have foods that are higher in proteins and fats. So I got my protein shake, I got the protein in the eggs, I got the fat in the avocado, and the protein in the Greek yogurt. I have some carbs in the bread, but not too much. And the reason that that's important is those meals that are high in proteins and fats are going to sustain me for a longer fast. Now, I don't recommend that you cut out carbs or any kind of foods, but just be cognizant on the days that I eat carbs or when I plan to do maybe a 16-hour fast the day following. So that's kind of how I decide what food I'm going to eat. So again, I'm going to go into a 24-hour fast now. I'm going to go into the weekend and enjoy it. And that's how I balance low calorie days, high calorie days. It's just kind of looking ahead and fitting in low calorie days when it's convenient and makes sense for my life. Because the most important thing is that you have to make it make sense for you, because the thing that you are going to be most successful with is the thing that you can do long term. And if you've never experimented with OMAD or 1 meal a day before, I'm going to leave a video on the screen now. You can check that out. It goes into good detail on when you can decide if it's time for you to do OMAD or not. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next video.